said it.
What up, family? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans, and by us, the fans. I am your co-host, Chris, and today I got everybody else with me, Blair, Darius, Brianna. Y'all saw the intro. What up, y'all?
What's
What up, cuz?
Nothing much. Guys, it's good to be back. We took a week off because, players need a break. You know what I'm saying? So we needed a break. So we took one. Next week, I just want to announce that we will be going live. Sean will be giving his live new top 25 players of all time. We will see where he have Kevin Durant ranked now. Brianna said he better be in his top 20 this time, or she gonna be throwing them hands. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get Katie in the live. We never know. You never know. Defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? He be popping up people's spaces and shit anyway. So, but a lot has happened since we have been gone in the basketball world. Chris Paul has been told he was going to get cut. Then he did not get cut. He got traded. Then got traded again. And now he's on the team. And we're going to tell you how we feel about that. So we're going to jump right into it. Chris Paul's on the Warriors, guys. Let me give you his whole journey. So obviously, as we all know, if you're under a rock, Chris Paul is now on the Warriors. He originally was told that by the Suns that they were going to cut him, and then they decided to trade him to the Wizards for Bradley Beal. We will come back to that, put a pin in that. Then he was on the Wizards. They told him that they were probably going to buy him out and cut him. And then they traded him again, and he was traded for our boy and Blair's favorite player, Jordan Poole.
Pool party. Woo!
my favorite player, man.
Oh, no. But he was traded for Jordan Poole to the Warriors. And it just, we all I feel icky. Like, it feels weird to say that Chris Paul's on the Warriors. It just feels it just feels weird. I don't know how I feel about it. Still, even now, I'm like, I don't know. Because now you got to think the only way he's going to be able to fit in, I'm guessing, is with the second unit, because they've always had problems with turnovers. And they had to get rid of the person that was the biggest turnover machine, which was Jordan Poole. So how do y'all feel about this, man? How do you feel? Do you feel like this makes the Warriors, excuse me? He's been on a lot of teams lately. Do you feel like this makes them better? Is it more the same? They worse?
I'm gonna say I'm kind of perplexed me. I feel like it contradicts kind of the way that they play because they want to they like to get out on the floor and run,
Right,
you
let's do it.
know.
Oh,
Yeah, and even if he come in with the second unit, it don't usually change the game plan. They still want to get up and down the floor and run. And I understand they're getting older, but it doesn't seem like they're shying away from that style of play.
right.
Um, Also, like even on who's he gonna guard? Like, what is he really gonna do when he get in the game? Like when he comes in, is Steph and Draymond out? Like, who is he playing off of? Who is he making better? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you play him and Draymond at the same time? Because I mean, I'm assuming now that they gonna sign Draymond back. So it's like, and who now is the leader in the locker room? Is it still Draymond? Is it Chris Paul? Is it Steph Curry? I feel like it's going to be a lot going on. I don't feel, and I also feel like Chris Paul is one of them guys, like, he ain't going to be with the bullshit, you know. I'm assuming that Draymond may be on less bullshit. I'm assuming that's going to have a lot to do with him coming back. But I know they still want him to be Draymond. I don't know if Chris Paul gonna get down with that shit. You ain't gonna be talking to this nigga all kinds of ways. I don't care how you feel about it. He'll get punched in the face before he let somebody just talk to him like that. But ask Rondo. Rondo definitely cold cocked him. But I don't know, man. I definitely don't think they got better. I mean, just like they just added Chris Paul. That's kind of like all it is. How many minutes is he gonna give you? For real.
Yeah.
Just old.
Yeah, it's
Chris Paul is old, man.
Yeah, I don't at this point,
what he doing. Like, I can see why he's still in the league because he still want to play and all of that. But like, what is he gonna do? He hasn't made it through a whole season. This dude, every time he tries to go hard in the playoffs, he get hurt. So I don't understand. Like, maybe they're gonna keep him for a little while, see what they can do, and let him go. I have no idea. Is his money guaranteed? Now it was like half of it was guaranteed or something like that, right?
I'm not sure about the whole entire contract, but I think now
something happened to where he got paid like most of his money because of how they did the trade or whatever. So he got paid more than if they would have just released him.
Yeah. So if it's not working out, see, this is my take. He's definitely at this point and on the Warriors, he's a backup point guard. He's a backup point guard. The best that he could do is probably lead the second unit, stabilize the second unit. I think with another thing that people aren't talking about, I think he can definitely help with the development of the younger players that they have on their team that they kept.
He's gonna be the vet on the team.
He's gonna be the vet. He's gonna be the vet. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the vet. They're like, oh, okay, let me school you on how this play is supposed to be run and what you're supposed to do and your counter to certain things. You know what I'm saying? He can bring some people along like Kuminga or something like that. You know, in the off season. But I don't know, man. I think the best scenario for him is just to contribute off the bench. He definitely is, you know, he still can run a team, but it's just the fact, like Blair said, he's always getting hurt, man. He's always getting hurt. I definitely this is gonna be a way of trying to saving him, to be able to be on the court in those times when the playoff starts. I don't think he's going to be getting like, what was he averaging per game this year as far as minutes? I think he was still averaging 32 minutes a game. He was giving you 14 points a game, 4 rebounds,
like 14 and 8 or something.
Yeah, he giving you 8, almost 9 assists, 1.5 steals. And that was just this past season. So I think his minutes now is going to be drastically cut. Like, I think he's going to be giving you like 20 to 22 minutes a game. He's going to be coming off the bench. He's going to be the first one off the bench. But normally the Warriors, when they bring the first one that's off the bench, is the scoring. Like, it's the 3-point guy so Steph can get a rest or get a blow.
They got rid of that guy.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. And I think another one of their guys just said that he was going to, I think it was DiVincenzo or something like that. I think he said he was going to opt out and become a free agent as well. So,
Did he? They were talking. I don't know if he opted out or not.
Yeah, he opted out today. I think that just came across.
A lot of these dudes, they trying to get that last little bit for that new, what's the name, kick in.
The CBA.
Yeah. So
what's the name opted out too? Chris Middleton.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think this makes them better. I think it makes them worse. They got older very fast, and if it doesn't work, I think they can possibly cut them in the middle of the season or trade them or try to get some value back for them. What you think, Brianna? Is your Warriors gonna be back on top because they got CP3?
My Warriors, I don't know them niggas. So,
no KD, no Brianna loyalty, man. Cold-blooded game.
I'm going to disagree.
Oh.
I think y'all know I said Chris Paul old as hell. He is old as hell, but we can't neglect the fact that every team he goes to, he makes the team better. Not that Golden State is not a great team already, but he just makes every team he goes to better. I think them adding him was great because I don't think Draymond's going to be there no more. And they're replacing that leadership because they need it. And I think he's going to start. He can start. Steph could be a shooting guard. And he'll be their leader. Do I think he's going to make it through a whole season? Of course not. He never does. But he brings something to every team that he's been on. I don't know. He's just that guy. He makes every team better. Yes, Christopher.
Question. If he starts and you put you're putting Steph at the 2. So basically what you're saying is they're gonna be even worse than what we thinking because neither one of them plays any defense. And you run into a 2.
They're not really.
You can't hide Steph.
They're not really a defensive team anyway. I mean,
but
Clay was their best defensive player, and he ain't been the same since he got hurt. So they ain't really a defensive team anyway.
So wait a minute. So where does Clay go? Does Clay move to the 3?
Clay got to go to the 3.
Yeah. Okay, so then where Wiggins go? Wiggins goes to the 4.
You all got to slide over, move over. They're a small team anyway. They don't got no
playing
big
center?
They don't got no big man. They really don't got one anyway. Looney only busts up big. They ain't got no big man for real anyway.
Where's the scoring going to come from?
The scoring is coming from where it's always come from. It don't change. It's just they added Chris Paul in the lineup, and that's their leader on the court. They need a leader on the court. If they get rid of Draymond, that's their leader on the court.
I feel what you're saying. But I think they're going to be even worse. They're going to be in the lottery then because Chris Paul's going to get hurt. Steph is going to get hurt at some point during the season.
I think
Chris Paul only gets hurt towards the playoffs. He can play a season pretty much.
I'm not sold on Steph just getting hurt. I'm not sold on that. I do feel like if they started Chris Paul, it would be one of them things where he still plays low minutes. It would just be like he's starting. And then it would be like, 5 minutes into the game, he getting subbed out, Steph getting moved to the 1, stuff like that. Maybe to kind of dictate, but that's only if, like I said, they're going to go against what they've been doing, which is the pace thing. Which, I mean, if you're going to change it, I guess if you want anybody to be playing point guard, it will be Chris Paul. So I could feel that. But I don't know. You feel like they'll be I mean, I guess Steve Kerr, he a great coach, but I don't know about the half court thing now because they so much older.
Yeah. I don't think it makes them worse that they get Chris Paul because he ain't shown me that he made a bad team yet. He hasn't been on the team and made it worse.
True.
So I can't say that he's going to make it any worse. Now,
I don't think it's going to be.
Might prove me wrong.
But how like?
But you got to remember,
where is all of this coming from?
We got to remember that it's still going to be a lot to happen with all of these teams because right now a lot of teams just look bare. They just making these moves. So we gonna see if they get a big. Like if they can get a big, then I'd be like, it might be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I feel like they need, a solid big. Because most of them championships teams, they always had like a solid big Bogut, David Lees, what's my man with the bald head? Can't think of his name. No, the big dude. He used to play like power forward.
The ball.
Dang, big light skinned dude.
The bald head?
Yeah.
I don't
Dang,
know.
what is I can see his face right now. Dang, what is buddy name? I don't know. I'll remember. I'll look it up and I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, point just was I think they need a big.
They do need a big, but like I said, also, I mean, how many? Steph Curry last year played 56 games. He played one more regular season game than LeBron. And we know he messed himself all the way up. And he shouldn't have been playing even in the playoffs. But I don't know, man. You getting older. They still putting the same workload. I think it's even more of a workload now on Steph Curry on far as like scoring wise, but playmaking, yeah, I think definitely Chris definitely helps him out with the playmaking, running the offense, things of that nature. I do agree with Brianna that he ain't gotta do those things no more because even if they lose Draymond, Chris can do all of those things. But what you do also, if Draymond does not sign, or even if he does sign, you still not getting the offense that you need to make up for the offense that you lost.
They're gonna lose a lot of defense if Draymond leaves.
If they are they're in the dumps if Draymond leaves.
That's his name, David West.
David West, yeah,
that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Hopefully he's successful. Hopefully, it works out and he has a good run, man. I really want to see CP get him a chip, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be this year with the Warriors, but the next NBA deal we got to talk about, guys. The Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics just got Kristaps Porzingis. He did have a very good year this year. They've traded Marcus Smart to the Grizzlies. It was a 3-10 deal because I know initially when it first was reported, it was reported as just Marcus Smart for Kristaps. But apparently the Grizzlies send 2023 and 2024 first round picks to the Celtics. Sources say. And the Grizz actually gets back Marcus Smart, which that part for the Grizzlies, I love that for the Grizzlies because you're going to be without Ja for 25 games, which we missed that when it dropped out to Ja's out for 25 games for the first part of the season. So Marcus Smart can get acclimated, start running the team. When Ja comes back, he can slide to the bench, or if y'all want to play them together, who knows? But Marcus gives you defense. Kristaps gets to the Celtics. And I think the Wizards got Tyus Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got Tyus Jones in the deal.
Yeah.
And the Celtics get 2 first-round draft picks. I do like this deal for the Celtics. I'm not too thrilled with who they have left at the point. I feel like you definitely need to find another point guard.
Tyus Jones is a good point guard, bro.
He's a good
No. The Celtics. Tyus Jones is not on the Celtics. He's on the Wizards.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
He's on the Wizards.
I think because that puts Matthew Brogdon in the starting role, which
they got rid of him.
They got rid
of Brogdon.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Yeah,
he's the point guard now.
Exactly.
No. Our guy, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is the point guard now.
Oh, my man with the far back joint.
Derek White.
Yeah.
Derek White.
Yeah, White. Yeah, Derek White. I said Williams. I meant White.
Oh, you thinking about Grant Williams? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Grant Williams. I meant Derek White.
Mm-hmm. What's me to sign Derrick Rose or something?
They need to figure out something. But I like the deal for the Celtics.
I like the move, but again, this is something where I feel like a team didn't address their need. They need a point guard, bruh. Like somebody who can actually run the offense. Because that's what Marcus Smart couldn't do. Like he bring the defense, he bring tenacity, he bring attitude, like all of that good stuff. But like when Jaylen Brown is bouncing it off his leg and Jason Tatum just throwing up bricks, we need somebody to be like, hey, we running 52 fan backdoor offset Cardi B, go and make it happen.
Right.
Marcus Smart wasn't it. I felt like Brogdon could have did that if he was back.
I don't know why they got rid of him. They should. If they was getting rid of Marcus, they could have put him in
because he had like some kind of undisclosed illness. They said. And
what the hell wrong with him?
Yeah, some kind of health issue is what killed the deal.
Damn.
That's why they didn't trade him.
I don't know. Because it's like now, and then maybe they're going to go get a point guard because now you bring Porzingis. They must be about to trade Jaylen Brown.
That's what was the thought. Assuming. That's what was the thought in my mind. I think that was the thought that I was thinking. Like, okay, they about to trade Jaylen Brown and get them a top tier point guard from somewhere somehow. But I like the move. Porzingis gives them shooting. Porzingis gives them rebounding. A little bit of a weak side defense. He's a good help defender. Straight up defender.
It helps.
Nah. But
it helps where you like if Robert Williams could at least give you some offense, would have been okay.
Right.
Yeah, because
I feel like he'll help fill that void.
That, and I think you could put Al's old ass.
Horford?
Yeah, Al Horford's old ass on the bench because he shouldn't be out there at this age, not in the starting lineup.
Go, bro. He just let him go. Let him go play in the big three.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna do Al like that now.
Listen, I'm not putting him out the pasture, but he needs to be coming off the bench at this point. And your starting lineup is versatile on offense. You know, you got Williams at the center, you got Porzingis at the 4, Jason Tatum at the 3, Brown at the 2, at the 1 you got Derek White. So Derek White is decent. He's okay. Do I believe in him long term as a starting point guard? No. I think he's more of a backup point guard that you're starting at point guard at this point. Unless y'all found something in the draft or something like that, it's not doing it for me. But I do like the trade. I like the fact that they got another shooter, somebody else who can be, that can, you can go to offensively late, when one of your two superstars are struggling. However, I do have to say this because I heard someone say it because this is what I was thinking. The last time Porzingis had expectations, he was hot garbage. He was, man. And you just got to be real with yourself.
So many games recently, and he's healthy finally.
Nah. I feel what you're saying, but the last time we had expectations for Porzingis is when he was with the Knicks. And he was hot garbage when he was with the Mavericks.
Good last season, though. He was good last season.
It's good. Mm-hmm. It's all good in the hood when don't nobody expect nothing from you, though, Brianna, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect nothing from him now.
Oh no. He just re-upped on his new deal with like $36 million. Oh, you gonna expect some stuff? Them Boston fans? He playing.
I know them Boston fans is real.
We got to be honest. He is in Boston. This is title town. This is where the banners are hung. We don't hang nothing else but banners. Championship.
Well, we knew when them niggas lost that they was gonna blow that team up. We knew it was gonna be over.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. I like the trade. I don't know. Blair, how'd you feel about the trade as a whole for Boston and or Well, for Boston, and we can segue on over
for
to
Boston.
Memphis.
I don't know, man. They didn't really get that much better. Porzingis is all right.
Yeah.
Supposedly he gonna be good, man. I can't really tell you the truth because I've not seen him play in years. I didn't even know he was averaging 25. I'm for real, bro. Like I have not seen once they got rid of him, he never played in Dallas. Like I didn't know he was averaging 25 last season. If he can keep it up and stay healthy, they should be good. They still need a point guard, but I guess
they do
move some pieces around at the last minute when the Brogdon thing fell through. So
he didn't get traded. He's still with the Celtics.
Who, Brogdon?
Yeah,
I thought he was still with the Celtics. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I don't think I seen something where they were trying to trade him or let him go, and that I came up on my ticker. I didn't look that part up.
He's still currently on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he on the roster. They don't need no point guard. They got him. 6th man of the year.
Who was 6th man of the year?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Not this past season. Was he 6th man of the year this year?
Yes, he was.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey.
You don't even know, cuz.
You on mute, Darius. You on mute.
Oh shit, my bad. But yeah, I was saying that while Bled was saying that, I was like, yeah, it said he was supposed to be a part of the Porzingis trade, but it fell through. I guess maybe for what Bled was talking about, that's probably why it fell through or something. Because Brad Stevens,
man, something they didn't know about sprung up.
Brad Stevens was like he was emphasizing, or he was sympathizing with him, but he was like he should be good to go by the time the season started or whatever. But I feel like because that's how he really made his name, like in Indiana as a starter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he can start this.
Back in the starting role, he'll be all right, and he can create his own shot. So if the offense going stagnant, you got another person that he ain't just gonna panic, or I could just throw it to Jason Tatum and he's just gonna jack up some bullshit. And he can try to do his own thing.
If he is actually hurt, if Malcolm Brogdon was actually hurt, that explains why he was just his disappearing act during this last playoff. So, well then, yeah, I like the trade even more. Then, if he's healthy,
yeah, if he's healthy,
you got Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be straight.
I think that will make them the favorite in the East as of right now.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know about that? Like who better than them?
Well, we still got some moves to be made.
I'm just saying, like currently, right now, like if I'm gonna go with a team in the East, I'm gonna roll with them.
Oh, you're gonna roll with Boston,
bro.
I'm gonna roll with Boston. I think they'll have the best. They got the best starting five. Because right now, Milwaukee might lose one of the twins. And he was balling. He might be defensive player.
All I'm saying is, I've been watching this Boston Celtics team for a few years now, bro. And I ain't talking about like 2. And we don't watch this team for like 5 years, bro. And we just watched them lose to an 8 seed.
Ain't that the truth?
It'll be all right. They'll be all right. At this point, I'm going to always feel like, oh, they beatable. You know what I'm saying? Like I got less faith in them now than I've ever had in them.
Right.
I just feel like they're just a beatable team. I don't know. It's like they can't put it together, bro. And I got to see them put it together again.
They trying to get back there.
It's just like even when they lost to the Warriors, man, I feel like they shouldn't have lost to the Warriors, bro. Like in the finals, I felt like they should have beat them.
I agree.
Yeah. Robin
They
Lopez.
always the favorite and they always disappoint.
Just blow the shit.
Mr. Lopez is a free agent for Milwaukee. He was the defensive player runner up for the defensive player of the year.
And they might be losing. And they might be losing Chris. I don't know what the boys gonna do if they lose Chris Middleton.
I think Chris Middleton gonna resign because I don't know if nobody else giving this nigga $40 million a year.
Facts. Facts.
But I mean, it's not a bad situation to go back to. You know what I'm saying?
So. Yeah, I mean, I got him as the favorite right now. That's just how I feel about it. But if we're looking at the trade from Memphis's side of things, how do you feel about it from the Memphis side? Is this a good trade? Do you feel like Marcus Smart can be the stopgap?
Supposed to take, even though he's not the same size, I would assume it's something like Dylan Brooks' place.
Yeah.
The guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's going to be the vet, actual vet.
Yeah.
They need a vet.
Guy.
If any team needs a vet on it, it's them niggas.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, them niggas need a vet immediately.
And he might not have a ring, but he got like finals experience. So
yeah,
he know what it takes to get there. I feel like, when they get to doing all the BS, he could kind of help keep them on track. I definitely think he's a better defender than Dylan Brooks. He'll probably give you more points than Dylan Brooks too, or at least be consistent. I think he got to come off the bench because I ain't sitting Desmond Bane.
No, hell no. That's your points right there.
Exactly.
Especially with Ja out. So.
Yeah, I think he does two things. I think he helps out when Ja is out. He stabilizes the team. He gives them added defense. He is a former, I think, 2-time defensive player of the year. He knows how to run the offense. Is he the greatest point guard? Nope. But I think he gives you something offensively. And I do think he gives you a little bit of that attitude, but it's not fake attitude like it was with Dylan Brooks. Like he giving you real, I'm about that life attitude, and we can get it in, and I'm be in your face attitude, and this is just what it is. Like I'm gonna play you tough, I'm gonna be in your ass, and I'm gonna be here all day. So I think he does both things for Memphis. I really, really liked it. Even when it first happened and I seen that he got traded to Memphis, I'm like, oh, that's a smart move for Memphis, because I didn't know how you gonna replace Ja, even though they were good without him, but to add a Marcus Smart to that I think that just makes them that much better. It just depends
that's the good thing about Memphis is Ja missing 25 games. They're good with Ja off the court. They've had to deal with it before. Is it a great thing? No, because Ja is their leader. But they do a great job without Ja.
And we also got to remember that they wasn't all the way healthy going into the playoffs too.
This is true. They had two of their five starters.
Two of the bigs was hurt. So if they can stay healthy, hey, them boys gonna be all right, man. I expect them to be in the conversation again for sure.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna be pretty good. Now, I definitely think that it's going to depend on how Jaren Jackson Jr. decides to elevate his game on how far it goes. Because I think they're gonna go as far as he takes them. I think he is the key to the team, especially with Ja being out. I think he is the key to the team moving forward.
I think he stepped up big time last year. Towards the end of the year, he stepped up big time. So if he continues to do what he was doing at the end of the year, keep that same momentum going into the season, he'll be straight.
Yes, keep that sound, because I love me some Jaren Jackson Jr. He can ball. He can ball, and he can play some D. It's just if he take it to the next step where he averaging 25, 27, 29, like if he can get to the 27-point mark and still play the type of defense that he playing right now, he's going to be one of the best 10 basketball players in the league.
I think you're asking a lot.
I understand. I understand what I'm saying.
I do think he could give you like 22
to 23. I was going to say the
22.
same thing. 24,
Yeah.
22 to 24. He can give it to me. I don't know about 27, 28.
But that's the key though.
And
but if
the defensive player of the year,
all right,
you gotta be like Giannis height to do that shit, bro.
Go ahead, Blair. I feel like you had something on your mind.
No, I'm just saying I'm with you.
Yeah, like if
a little bit too much to him, bro. That's a lot to carry.
Well, I mean, it ain't no jaw. It's already a lot to carry. Who else gonna carry? Who else that can carry that load though? But him.
Desmond Bane can score the other points.
Desmond Bane, can score the points, and then if they get a Marcus Smart, Marcus go out there and give him a couple points. I mean, they're good without Ja.
Yeah,
I feel you, but I really feel like if he can get it to 25, I'm not gonna say 27. If he can get it to 25,
okay, give us a 24. 24.
I'm gonna say 25.
Pieces.
25.
You want that man to be out there guarding damn Anthony Davis and still give you 27 points? Let him get 24, 22, 24.
Listen, he was a lottery pick. He was a lottery pick. A lot of people loved him coming out of college, including me. He's great. If he improves his game, all I'm saying is you got an entire.
He has improved his game though.
He has.
I understand.
Towards the end of the year, he was great.
I'm saying taking it to the next level. I don't think that's asking.
That man is not getting 27 points.
He can. You want this nigga to be like top 10 in the league?
No, listen, if you said he can average 24, if he can average 25, I said 25.
I say he can average like 22, bro. 20 to 22.
And I say if he can get it to 25,
and that's still a lot.
I believe
that's
24, I feel like he overachieved.
He's their best defensive player.
Yeah,
I agree.
Woo!
I agree.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying. He got the potential to take it to the next level. I see greater things for Mr. Jackson. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I don't know. We
ain't listening to you because you told us the same thing about DeAndre. We ain't seen that yet.
I did. He's still averaging 18 to 10.
And you tried to tell me that Andre Drummond was Anthony Davis. He is not.
I did not say DeAndre Jordan was Anthony. DeAndre Drummond. I never said those things.
Bro, you was trying to tell me he was going to change a team's life, and I was telling you, no, he is not.
I said that he could. He had the potential to. I said he averaged 20 and 10 or some point during that season.
You saw the potential. You saw the potential.
Yeah, I said he has the potential. And what I'm saying here, he does have the potential. He does have the game to average 25 points. Now, it's how you improve. All I'm saying is if he takes it to another level. I'm not saying that he can't because he's still a young player. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 24, 25.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's like 23?
Yeah, if that.
I don't know. I don't know for real.
If that.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh, yeah, he's young.
He's very young. So that's all I'm saying. Like if he takes it to another level, then
23.
Yeah, he's still developing. Like he ain't even hit the prime.
I feel like if he gonna average like 28, he's gonna have to go somewhere where he could be the guy. So he can get the touches between Ja and Desmond Bane. Shit, you looking for your two guys to get you 60. That's your guys right there.
Yeah, you gotta put the ball in their hands.
But I do feel like he fills in with like the solid 20. You know what I'm saying? But even if even if it's like 18, what he bring on the defensive end is so good. Like, shit, I'm gonna take that 18, that 20.
And we can't forget that
then in the playoffs. No, what you was about to say?
Oh, we can't forget they're gonna get Steve back and they're gonna get Brandon back.
Right. That'll take a load off him too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Facts.
They can be all right. They're gonna be all right, man. I think.
Facts. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see if he could. I'm just saying, if he can improve offensively, he could be special. He could be special. But moving on, more NBA news. The Phoenix Suns acquired Bradley Beal for the trade deadline for Chris Paul. So I'ma just throw the question out there, man. I mean, are they the favorites to win it all now?
No. This team is under heavy construction at the time. They are very top heavy, of course. I do feel like if they can put it together, if they can at least put a decent team together, I ain't gonna say they'll be the favorite, but they'll be one of them teams you like, yeah, they definitely gonna be one of, you probably gonna at least expect them to go to like the Western Conference Final if they can put together a decent roster. The biggest thing is it's so much money caught between the big three, bro. It's like, plus, even if you get rid of DeAndre Ayton, it's still a lot of money caught up. So that's the biggest thing. I'm wondering, because y'all know how I feel about them teams where you can score a lot, but it don't matter if you let the other team score just as much. So I think as far as regular season, they're going to look like how Mike D'Antoni used to have the Suns looking in the regular season. And them boys going to be dropping 130 here, 130 there. But then when it's time to run it back to back to back to back, I think it's just going to be tough, bro. It's going to be tough. If they keep DeAndre Ayton, no, they got to trade him, bro. They got to trade him. You got to have some kind of bench, dog.
They got to free up some money somewhere.
Yeah, you got to trade him. Got to trade him. It's no way. It's no way. Because if they keep it as constructed and just add BS on the bench, this team is going to lose in the first round. So for me, I don't think so. I got to see what the rest of the bench look like. They top heavy. I feel like they're going to win a lot of games. I do feel like that. They're going to win a lot of games with the offense. Denver's still my favorite to come out the West if I got to pick right now. I got Denver over them and Sacramento.
And Sacramento?
All right. Mm-hmm. Blair, what do you think, man? Are they the favorites to come out of the West for you?
By far, I would have to see that, bro. Denver has got pretty much the same team for the next 2 years, so they just won. So I'm gonna say no, they're not the favorites. They improved their odds considering, I guess, if you add those three up, but that's a lot of money, and they only got 6 people on contract right now. They got to fill out a whole team for the season starts. So let's see who they get to back them up. Then we'll see.
Brianna, are the Suns, your Suns, the favorite to come out of the West with the addition of Bradley Beal?
Are they my favorite? Of course, they're my favorite.
Okay.
Of course, they're my favorite coming out of the West. Realistically, basketball wise.
Here we go.
If I'm thinking with my basketball mind and not my heart, I feel like what y'all said, they need a bench because these niggas can't go out there and average 20 points a game, 30 points a game, and win games. We've seen it. It doesn't happen. KD and Booker tried. It doesn't happen. I think they need to get rid of DeAndre Ayton. They should have been got rid of that nigga immediately. He's not gonna be able to get what he needs to get, especially now that they got Bradley Beal, because he wasn't getting it with KD and Booker. So he's definitely not gonna get it now. So they need to get rid of him. They need to get them a big that's more on the defensive end. It doesn't really have to score as much because they're not gonna be scoring. With them three niggas on the court, it's only so much ball that can go around.
Facts. So you say no.
They're my favorite.
Okay. They're your favorite. That's all I was asking. That's all I was asking. Do I see the Phoenix Suns coming out of the West? I think they could. I think that right now, I would say no.
Of course.
They're not the favorite because I don't trust, I would say, 2 of the 3 of their top players to stay healthy.
Oh.
Yeah, Bradley Beal in 2021, 2022, he only played 40 games. Last year, he played 50 games. I don't really want to go over how many games Kevin Durant played over the past couple of years because everybody already knows how many games he's missed. It's a lot. It's a lot. You can call him Mr. Glass 2.0 if we're going to call AD Mr. Glass. So the facts be faxing. I'm sorry. It is what it is. He only played I think like 47 games this season. Unfortunately. However,
you know what's crazy? He's still more dependable than Kawhi Leonard. All right, you can keep going.
Sad, but true. And we're gonna touch on that next. Yeah, I don't see them as being the favorite. I still see the Nuggets as the favorite, king of the court. They got the Joker. Yeah, and considering that you have your 2 guys, you got Kevin Durant, you got Bradley Beal, that you just acquired, and you got D-Book. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you're trying to convince everybody like, oh well, we got our anchor on the defense with Ayton. You know, he did average 18 points last year, 10 rebounds last year, almost 1 block a game, 1 assist a game as well. But like I said last year, they need to let the man go. They didn't let him go. You need to let the man go. He don't want to be there. We all know he don't want to be there. Y'all know he don't want to be there. Go find a partner. I understand that you're trying to hold on to him and get as much as you can for him because people are not going to offer you a lot because of what you just acquired. So they're like, why would I help you out if you're not really trying to help me out? You're just trying to give me him, but I want more than that. I need this, I need that. And you're trying to get back players, and the players you're trying to get back is just like they don't feel like I want to help you. So you're trying to convince yourself that you want to keep Ayton. His numbers are going to drop. I mean, that's just what it's going to be. That 18-10 is going to be more like 10-14 or 10-13. Like he's going to have to sacrifice this game again, which he did 2.5 years ago, which he was not happy about then because his contract was coming up. And yet again, you're going to have this man do the same thing, which is also going to fester through the team. You got to find a way, even if you're not going to get the compensation that you want for him, get as much as you can get, and you got to let him go. But are they the favorites? No. Joker and them boys are still the favorites. They have the deepest team. Now the Suns got the best starting 5, but past that, I don't know who. They ain't got nobody else on the squad. Sorry, you just don't. So That, and I feel like you ain't got a lot of defense. You got a lot of old ladies out there. Now, Bradley Beal can't play deep, but the other two.
So now you got them over the starting five. Who you just said was the best starting five? The Celtics?
I think currently they have the best starting five in the West.
Okay.
I think they have the best starting five in the West. I think the Celtics has the best starting five in the NBA right now, if Brogdon is healthy.
I gotta see them much together first because
yeah,
Bradley has been that nigga in DC for a while now. You can't come here thinking he gonna be that nigga because you're not that nigga in Phoenix. I don't know who it is honestly at this point because it was Devin Booker's team before KD got there. Obviously, we know KD is the best player on the team,
is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. We ain't even gonna do that. I ain't gonna let you do it this time.
Hey man.
Press that. Just
I can't even lie. Devin Booker not better than this dude, bro.
Okay.
Not better than him.
I'm just asking the question. I'm putting it out there to the world. I'm putting it out there.
Devin Booker, I would give Devin Booker, like, when he hot, that nigga is scorching. But you just talking about KD Dunn, he's still so efficient. He had another rough, like, playoff series, but for the most part, even with him being hurt, man, he's still been like that same efficient guy for the most part. So I would, if I'm like, hey, I need you to go out here and get me 30, I'm going to still pick KD over Devin Booker. I'm like, hey, I need 30 from you tonight. I feel like I can still depend more on KD with that. But like Brianna said earlier, it's only so much ball. And like she said, hey, Bradley Beal, he used to 25, 30. It's like, and then now the front court is still little. Like,
hell yeah.
They get better defensively there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Devin Booker's okay. I just feel like that's more young legs than anything.
Yeah.
KD getting older, so you're going to want him to do less. You're going to want him to be more like weak side help and stuff like that, so he can just be tall and shit. It's going to be a good experiment to see. We've seen a lot of them go. Hey, I saw some people like, bro, I wish I had KD life, bro. I feel like KD done played with ass of good people, bro. He done played with a lot of good people. So at least he's staying in the hunt. Hey, that's the only way to be in it to win it, dog. I ain't mad at him. But they gonna do it. They gotta do it now. Because I feel like maybe after this year is when, and then KD, he already done said basketball don't run his whole life anyway. So I feel like KD, he one of them dudes, like, he ain't sitting on the back burner. He just gonna be like, hey, I gave it my best shot, man. I ain't second fiddle to nobody. I'll just go out right here. So I think maybe like 2 more years, maybe it might be over.
Sean,
what's happening? What's up, y'all?
What's up, Sean?
My boy.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey,
the Phoenix Suns, are they the favorite to come out of the West?
No. Denver's the favorite. That is a big trade with Philadelphia, but I've been listening for like the last 10, 15 minutes. But I had to agree with Darius, and they just top heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have no bench to really help them, especially agreeing with you, Chris, saying, their health is a factor right now. So I would still have to keep the Kings on top. Not the Kings, but the King of the Hill as far as Denver. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't sleep on Sacramento.
Told y'all, man.
And them boys nice. And even with Ja out 20 games, I believe they could still probably possibly win about 12, 13 of those games while he out. And they'd be all right. They'd be in the hunt in that top 4 bracket. So I wouldn't give them the best team. I would give them somebody I'll watch. I would love to watch them play, but I won't bet on them.
Well, I
Fair. Fair. Okay, guys. Next topic. I know this is basically an all NBA show so far, but we got to talk about it. It's Dame time. Got to talk about Dame, man. I'm sorry. We got to. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. But they did just pick my man Scoop, the third overall pick.
Big Scoop.
Big Scoop.
I like that young man. I like him. I like his game. But
do too.
Yes, they do. What? Where should he go, man? What should he do? He's saying that he does not want to be traded still. And we all want him to be on a contender. But I'm starting to feel like how you feel when you want something for like your sister or your brother or something, and you want this thing for them, and they just don't want it for themselves.
They don't want it. Yeah.
And you should just let that shit go, bro. Like, let that man be. That's how I'm starting to feel. I'm not lying. I'm keeping it real. I just feel like he's saying all the right shit. And he come out there with that, hey, I'm gonna do this damn thing. I'll do it by myself if I got to. But my boy, we all know you're not gonna be able to get it done with these guys. So should we just be like, fuck it, let him be? Let him be with them damn players.
They need to go ahead. They got Scoop. Start off, get them young boys in there, and let Dame go be great somewhere else.
But he
only got
Rihanna.
So long.
He ain't trying to go.
He not. If he don't want to leave, then you can go ahead and burn in Portland, because that's what's gonna happen. You just gonna sink. You're gonna be with them people in the Titanic. You're gonna be down there, swim with the fish. It ain't gonna work out for you.
And to add on to what Brianna's saying, shit, if you gonna bring on the young dudes, hey, Dame has done a lot for the city of Portland. He has been loyal. He has been the guy. Like, if you gonna be somebody for an organization, be Dame. I feel it. But also, it's a business. Like Sean like to say, it's a business. So you didn't draft Scoop for him to spend the next 5-6 years sitting behind Dame Dollar. We gotta keep this thing rolling, dog. And you already know we're not winning this shit with just 2-point guards running this shit, or 2 guards running this shit. So yeah, give him the opportunity, because he's given so much to Portland. Give him the opportunity to try to go where he wants to go. And if not, shit, we gotta cut bait, bro. It's over with.
I agree.
When you say that, you mean like releasing?
Whatever you gotta do, or trade. If he don't want to pick somewhere to trade, like if he don't want to go where he want to go, well, we'll trade you to where we'll get the best deal.
I'm saying, because they made their statement when they picked Scoop.
I feel like that too.
Like, that was it right there, nigga. Bye.
I would
gave y'all everything I had.
I would say the last 2-3 years they done showed that they ain't really rocking with him, because they got sharp last year after they got rid of CJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now they just got their point. They just got their point. It's right there in your face, dog. So I think
the picture is being painted by itself.
They're in rebuild mode, if you want to use that term. But only why I'm saying rebuild, because they was just in the finals with about 4 Western Conference Finals, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 4 years.
Yeah, something like that.
So I would say they in rebuild mode, but I think it will change because definitely I think Scoop will gain a lot of attention, man. He's talented, and he would get some guys that want to play with him.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Dame. Yeah, but I would like to see Dame. If we talk about places, I would like to see.
I
would say
here we go.
Philadelphia. I wasn't gonna say LA.
Oh,
Philly. Philly. I would think that will be the keep Joel. I think he is very unhappy, bro. I mean, he's doing all he fucking can.
Mm-hmm.
And they done win after coach after coach. Like since he been there, they done had what 3 coaches now?
Yep.
And it's like, bro, they bringing in guys. I think the getting rid of the Jimmy kind of hurt it. But
yeah.
Now with James, you know what I'm saying? I really think Dame would help them out a lot with Maxey. I don't think he would take the ball out of Maxey's hands, and it's really time for him to really escalate to a star. You know what I'm saying? So I think Dame would be a good contribution to them and get rid of James Harden. I don't know. I ain't saying them 2 trade, buy him out, something. Now him?
Hell no. I want. If I'm giving you Dame, you better not give me no broke up James Harden.
But yeah, I like
it will work out for both.
It would be a good look for them.
James Harden said he want to go somewhere where he gonna have offensive freedom. They might give it to him in Portland for a year.
Yeah,
but man, you bullshit. I could see him in LA for real. I mean, I mean, you would have to get rid of all your guards, like
hell yeah.
Even Austin Reeves, even though I like Austin Reeves, but if you're gonna get Dame,
you gotta give next 3 years, it gotta be worth it.
I'll let him go. Guess what? They'll keep AD. LeBron will come back and re-sign for a little less money, and you got a shot. Because now, if AD is inconsistent, at least now you got another guy where you could be like, hey, he'll go get you some buckets. Like certified bucket getter.
Certified.
Like you get like 2 years with them together. If you get a ring out of it, it was worth the shit. I think so. I like the Philadelphia thing though. I do like the Philadelphia thing. I'm trying to think anywhere else. Maybe. Well, I'm trying to think who a team that need a leader. Minnesota, maybe.
I like
Get rid of that stupid ass contract. Just trade it for Dame.
Yeah.
But they don't have no picks. They don't have nothing to trade.
Hey, they got another big ass contract.
They're gonna have to get rid of Rudy and some like 2031s and 32s and
that's fine.
And bench players. I mean, but you're starting over anyway.
I pair him with Cat and Anthony. I feel like it's better than what they got right now.
I agree.
See, the perfect place I would have thought for him would have been Boston, but apparently he has no interest at all of going to Boston. So other than that, I don't got no fucking pick because he don't want that shit for himself. So
fuck him.
This nigga dirty.
For real, bro. He don't want it for himself. He want to stay where he at. Let that nigga stay where he at, bro. I mean, I feel some type of way seeing a dude that got that kind of talent, that's that great with that mentality. I feel some type of way about them not putting together a team around him to can be able to compete, and we get to see Dame time in the playoffs when it matters. That's frustrating to see. We don't want to see great players go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Going out without a chance to compete for championships.
do you think they ever gave him a chance for real, like to build a team with him? I mean, it was just always CJ, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, they didn't even give him the chance. Like, and at this point in time,
I feel like
they're just guard heavy.
More organization than him. It's more organization than him. You've never looked at a Portland team and been like, "Oh, it's Dame's fault."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Facts. And at this point, their team is guard heavy. You got Dame. Like, if you go to their roster right now, you got Dame, you got Scoot, you got Anthony Simons, Cam Reddish, Sharp.
Yeah, Simons like, can start point too.
Like, bro, Sharp 6'5", Cam Reddish 6'8". He playing small forward. But then you got Scoot, who is literally 6'2", same height as Dame, 10 pounds lighter. Dame is what? 195. No, Scoot is the same exact size. 190, 196. He 1 pound heavier. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got all these guards. Where's the centers? I know you got Nurkic. Okay, where's your power forward? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the
they got rid of
building?
Grant the free agent.
They see, but they no. They need much. You got Dame on your squad.
Y'all talking about Jeremy
much
Grant?
More.
Yeah.
Can we agree that this dude just never panned out to what niggas thought he was gonna be? Bro? I don't even know how he did that.
Yeah, like he had a couple of decent seasons, and then he went there, and it was just like, where did he go? He was where's Wallow at that point? Like, where is this nigga? Like, we ain't heard nothing from him since he been there. Like, what's going on? And at this point, you got all these young dudes that get to play. Like, because the future of your team right now, you got is Anthony Simons. He's 6'3", 181. He's a small guard. You're not gonna start 3 guards and win the games, bro. So one of these guards gonna have to move on. Either you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna move on from Sharp or something. You ain't moving on from Scoot because you just got him. So they got to do something, man. And at this point, like I said, if he gonna be there, be cool with where you at. Be cool with losing because that's what you gonna do.
Hey, bro, you don't hear nothing.
You don't be complaining
about it though, Dame, man.
Well, you're right. And at this point, I'm not talking to Dame. I'm talking about all the niggas be like, oh, he gotta find somewhere for him to go. Fuck that shit. He wanna be there, let him be there. God damn it, let his ass be where he at. He happy there. He happy in the rain and losing. He cool with that shit. He's decided he's cool with that shit. If he can be the man and be losing, he cool with that shit at this point. He probably come out and say he ain't, but your actions is speaking louder than your words, boy. At this point, it's the same thing that we used to say about Melo. I know that's your boy, Darius, but you even said it like, hey, at this point, he picking his money over taking the chip.
But I ain't got no gripes with Melo. He came to my team, so
I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying about for the other people.
I'm talking
about my beef is at this point is down with the fans. Let him be. Let that man be. That's what he want for his life and his career. Let him be.
Fuck that nigga.
Dame said, "Them boys blowing big gas in Oregon. He ain't leaving."
That's where he wanna be. Period. Let that nigga be there. It's okay. It's all right. But what else y'all want to talk about? This is an all NBA topic. We can go over whatever y'all want to. Like I said, it's open forum tonight. We just gonna be going straight through.
I only had a question, and I feel like I've asked y'all this before, but shoot, I just feel like it's a serious question, man. Are we blowing up the Clippers or what?
Yes. We got to.
Not blowing up the Clippers just
no, I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna give them niggas another chance to run it because they had just got rushed towards the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
They got to see what's up. They already knew. You know, everybody knows Kawhi ain't playing. And the whole NBA know Kawhi ain't playing. If you get in Kawhi and you play, that nigga's the best nigga on the court. but he rarely playing. That nigga's not playing. They getting Kawhi because when he does play, he's that nigga. When he's on the court, he is that nigga. But he ain't on the court, and the whole NBA knows this when they get that nigga.
Mm-hmm. So why not?
So blow it up. So blow it up for what? You knew what you was getting into when you got that nigga.
Bruh, I'm just saying, cut the bait. Now I feel you. They did just get Russ. I feel like Russ does fit that team very well.
He does.
But man, it's just like, how many years are we gonna say, man, they just gotta be healthy? We say that junk about a team every year. We done said this junk about this team since Kawhi done got there. And
but that's what I'm saying, Kawhi. Half the time, we don't even know what's wrong with that nigga. Most of the time, ain't shit wrong with that nigga.
Hey, that man is like,
definitely something wrong with that dude.
I don't know.
Kawhi is all about his health. If my leg tingle a little bit, nigga, I'm sitting out for 2 weeks.
Hey, you need to go see whatever that was. Worked on Kobe knees. That dude get you right. But my thing is, you got to cut bait eventually, bro. Like, and try to make something else out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Russ. Yeah. PG, I feel like every year now, he kind of tweak a little something. But he usually at least giving you the 60 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, Kawhi just taking up a roster spot. Like, you sit out the whole season, you play 22 games, and like, boom, I'm gonna get you ready for the playoffs. You get hurt in game 2.
But that's what I'm saying. These people know. If we know this and we watching, these niggas know this.
That's why I'm like, why you want to keep them? Why keep them?
They keep them because they are contenders with Kawhi on the court. When he there, they know they winning the game. When he on the court, they winning the game.
That ain't true, because last time they was healthy, they blew the 3-1 lead.
This is true. I remember this. But they prefer to have that nigga because of what that nigga can do when he does it. Does he do it often? Hell no. But we know when he hit the court.
If you got to put a percentage on it, how much confidence, if they gonna keep him, how much confidence do you have that they gonna stay healthy enough to give you a shot?
To give me a shot?
Like, are you at least 50% confident that they gonna be able to stay healthy and try to
make it to the playoffs?
Try to make it. Or even, I feel like they could probably make it to the. I feel like if this team could have stayed healthy, they would have been to the finals.
Probably. I agree.
But now I'm like as far as them staying healthy, I'm under 25%, bro.
Wow.
Like I it's hard for me to see it happening, dog. I've been watching this shit since. I feel it's making me feel like shit. The Raptors got lucky, man. Like, man, bro.
They
shouldn't have got hurt, bro. It's like,
but he did.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is just one of them experiments. It's got to go down as one of the worst ones in history. Super underachieving. Like, I feel like they should have at least made it to the finals, and maybe it wouldn't be as bad if they wouldn't have got beat the way they got beat by Denver that year, with blowing the 3-1 lead, and every halftime you up by double digits and all of that. I feel like all of that play a part in the experiment. So I feel like, man, you just gotta chalk that shit up as an L.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Say what's the new threshold for getting an award?
65.
Now
was it 65 games?
65 games.
65 games. Keep that in mind. since 2017. Kawhi Leonard has not played 61 games in a season at all. Not 61. Not when he was with the Raptors. Was the most he's played. He played 60 games. That was it. 60 games. He hasn't played 60 games since 2018-19 season. 2020.
That nigga don't
57.
care about them accolades.
And he was, listen, he's about to be 32. He is an old 32 at this point. Y'all do remember in 2021, 2022, he didn't play at all, right? Like, he didn't play at all.
Yeah.
This past season, he played 52 games total. So, Paul George, last season, he played 56 games total. The season before, he played 31. The season before, he played 54. The season before, he played 48. That was the 2020 season, so we're going to let it rock.
Damn.
But what we trying to say is, if you ain't never on the court, you ain't gonna win shit anyway. So we might as well trade you because you ain't never playing anyway. Why we even have you on my team? Like Darius said, these niggas just taking up roster spots at this point. They're talking about trading Paul George because he's the more valuable of the two as far as the commodity on the trade market. Don't nobody want Kawhi Leonard. You know why? We know why. His knees is more achy than a 95-year-old man who used to play hockey. I'm trying to tell you, he is done for. Hang him up. It's over. He is a role player at best at this point.
His knees are
no more. And that's okay.
Right? But he is one of them players where he's thinking about the long run. My knees is already bad.
What long run, Brianna? What run have you seen him make?
But this is what he like. I'm not about to get out here and fuck up my shit even more playing for y'all niggas. So when he's on the court, he does what he can do. If I hurt myself, saying like we know, like we thinking like this nigga taking a roster space. He never plays. We don't know what be wrong with him half the time. But the team, the people, they fuck with Kawhi. Like they know what they get out of him when he's on the court. Is he on the court most of the time? No. We all see that he's not, but they know what they can get out of him when he does play, and that's what they care about.
But this is the thing. I understand, and I feel like me and Blair had this argument one time. And it's like, you the shit, nigga. If you ain't never at work, how can I take advantage of you being the shit?
You ain't never gonna get employee of the month, nigga.
I can't even take advantage of you being the shit because we did my thing is we did all of this last season so that you would be healthy for the playoffs. And then you went down in the second game, bro. Like, it's too much money, man. It's so
he
much
is as
money.
valuable. Kawhi Leonard is as valuable in the playoffs as a street baller who ain't never made it to the NBA because he couldn't get his life together. You know why? Because he ain't never there. That's the whole point we're saying. Blow that shit up. It's over.
I'm gonna say, bro, it basically this nigga in the playoffs is Chris Paul, nigga. Shit, it's just like, hey. When he can go, he can go. When he can't go, there ain't no going.
And at least we see Chris Paul's injury. We be like, damn, Chris, not again.
Them bad habits. This nigga
go out there and drop 38 the next game.
He can't do it anymore, man.
Be like, bro,
he can't do it.
38. Then they be like, he got a bowling ball knee. He got 3 holes in his shit. He's like,
it's true. And I'm not gonna pull a Stephen A and say you need to retire because I'm not gonna tell another man what to do with his life. But what I will say is, bro, you need to evaluate if you want to continue to do this because, bro, you put your body through some shit because you just can't do it no more. Your body is trying to tell you can't do this, and that's okay. Just
what? every 2 weeks his bank account is like they is still paying me.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most
and
definitely.
They still paying me crazy. So I don't mind him milking the cow.
Right, because that's what I'm gonna do.
But from the team perspective,
Clippers, man, come on, dog. Like something gotta give. Something gotta give, bro. Or you just gonna put yourself in purgatory, back in purgatory. It'll just be like, I just feel like cut your losses now. Cut bait now. You know, you might take a little hit, especially cut it before the new CBA, dog. At least one of them.
But at this point, I'll
probably keep Paul George.
There are less talented duos who have done more with their teams at this point than they have.
I don't know. I'd go get one of these dudes who's just like good. You don't got to be a superstar. You just be good.
Sean, what you think, man? Should they blow it up?
Definitely. I'm gonna chime in with this thought though. Back on business, man. So this man, what's his name? Whatever. What's the owner name?
Steve Ballmer.
Steve
Ballmer.
So he paid like $2-3 billion for this team, right?
He sure did.
Ain't got nothing. Would y'all say he got some of his money back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some of it.
Okay. Y'all know he built a new arena, right?
Right.
Yep.
You gotta have some people in them stands. You gotta have somebody on the court to watch, right?
Right.
Right.
So if I'm investing all this money in this new arena and my star dudes ain't gonna be there, do you think he gonna make a good return on his investment?
No.
The Clippers always have people show up, bro.
It's the thing. They want to be the king of LA though. I'm just being real as an LA fan. Which will never happen in my lifetime, I don't believe, because LA always gonna have the stars. It's both they both in the same building, true indeed. But LA Lakers and LA Clippers is two different entirety teams, period. From history, everything. Like I said, they had a good squad with Blake, DeAndre, Chris, some bench guys. Man, I think that was like their best chance, to be honest, with superstars. I mean, I ain't gonna say Chris Paul was a superstar, but I ain't gonna say Blake Griffin was a superstar, but he was a star then, But it's like you spent all that money, you went and got these dudes. I remember them taking pictures the whole 9 yards. He thought he was getting more than what he got. And as a businessman, that shit, if you ain't even coming to work, bro, it's time to let you go. I think he can get some young boys. I will probably, it sounds crazy, I will probably be able to get more off of Kawhi than George. But George gonna probably be around even longer though. They both had some significant surgeries over their career, like some crazy shit. Because if y'all do remember, Kawhi left San Antonio because you know what I'm saying, he was having issues with their training and shit, and they was forcing him to play. So he been having issues for like 10 years, bruh. So I do kind of agree with what you're saying, what Stephen A. be saying. I'm not the type to take no money from nobody either. But it comes to a point in every sport, even you seen it with Serena, bro. It's like, man, you gotta let that shit go, or your body gonna do it for you. So I'd rather see the dude still walking around, instead of having pins and shit. He might go, like you said, go overseas to India and get a fake knee and grow about 2-3 more inches. Shit, as far as we know, that shit, man, it's just looking ugly, man. So I would definitely blow it up on a business end, and they not really producing nothing for you. You gotta win in LA. These big market teams, you gotta produce dubs, man. You gotta do something, and just making it to the playoffs or any of that shit in big markets, that shit don't mean shit. So he's not spending $2 billion, $3 billion. Nah, we got to get rid of these niggas. Or at least one of them. One of them got to go.
One of them. I'm telling.
I agree. There's no way that you can keep both of these dudes and be selling it to the public as a loss. If I'm a Los Angeles Clippers fan and be like, you know what? They're gonna be healthy, but they're gonna do it this time. Nigga, it's like playing the lottery. You got a 1 in a billion. It ain't happening for you. You not winning a goddamn thing all year.
I got a question though, since it's just open. Who's the best free agent right now, as far as in the NBA right now? Who's the best free agent?
Ooh, that's a
Who
good
are the
question.
free agents? Let me look it up.
I'm
Just
about
to
to tell
name
you.
some, you got Draymond, you got
Chris Middleton,
you got Chris, you got Kyrie, you got
Kyrie.
James that might opt out his shit. You got Fred VanVleet, you got Kyle Kuzma, you got Jeremy Grant, you got
Technically Westbrook.
Hart,
Yeah, Russell. Mm-hmm.
Harden, James Harden.
Low.
That shit. That's all I could think of.
Brook Lopez.
Derrick Rose.
Brook Lopez. Yeah, I said Kuz.
Dylan Brooks.
Who?
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan. She said Steph Curry, a free agent.
Steph
Curry.
Steph
Curry. Oh, I'm about to say.
Who's the best?
Who's the best free agent right now?
Ooh.
You talking about as far as talent? As far as
who's
talent,
the best free agent? If you say, "Hey, I need to go get this is the best guy in free agency," like this, your number one draft pick in free agency.
Oh man,
I'm gonna get Kyrie Irving.
You gonna get who?
Kyrie Irving.
I'm probably.
He's the most talented.
Gonna have to agree.
And for me, that's not
agree
close.
with that, Chris. I agree.
I don't think that's close. It's Kyrie Irving, and
I'm gonna go with Chris
what
Middleton.
it is after that. He's the most talented. He's the most gifted. He's the one that got the package.
D'Lo, what's the name too? Free agent.
Kyrie Irving. He's the most talented. He got the most package. He got the biggest bag. He can run your offense.
I'm feeling Chris Middleton too.
I'm going with Chris Middleton. I'm going Chris Middleton because you don't know what you're getting with Kyrie. Yes, Kyrie is a hell of a player, but I care about my locker room and what's going on in there. I don't know what I'm getting with Kyrie.
That's true.
I know what I'm getting with Chris Middleton. No one has complained about playing with Chris Middleton.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna get the points, and I'm gonna get Chris. I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton.
That's all fair. But the question was, who's the best player, not the best teammate. He said the best player.
You said
somebody. Oh, okay. I'm still going Kyrie.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gotta
Chris
go
Middleton's
Kyrie.
probably had more recent success. Kyrie has been kind of a dumpster fire, bro, the past couple of years.
You don't know what you're gonna get with it.
It's tough.
They said
Kyrie, the dumpster fire that's still averaging 27 and 5.
He is.
I take it.
The team was trash.
But is your team gonna blow up?
That's not always on him, though.
It was on him this
Most
year.
of the time, it is.
They was
Dallas Mavericks. That's not on him.
They was definitely successful before they got.
That's a fact, Chris. They were successful before he got there. They started losing games when he got there.
He got there, yes.
Exactly. Because they don't play defense. That ain't what he do. I'm not no defensive stopper. First of all,
they were successful before he got there, though.
Did they traded all their best defenders to get me, correct? We all know that.
Yeah.
And you were already trash as hell on defense. So you get me, I'm coming to bring the offense. Get somebody to play defense. I'm playing, I'm putting up buckets. You brought me here to put up buckets. Do you trade for KD for to stop somebody? No, you trade KD for buckets. It's the same reason why you trade for Kyrie. You trade for buckets. He gave you your buckets.
KD buckets got them to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, but he also still wait a minute now. We all know who had the better team. Who had the better team around him?
Yeah, well, you adding Kyrie to somebody who a lot of people would consider top 5 in the NBA. So
that's fair. That's fair.
I
But
mean,
KD also had Chris Paul. He still had DeAndre Ayton. Whether we like it or not, he was still averaging 18 and 10. Ain't nobody
ain't
nobody on Dallas averaging 18 and 10. Besides, it's either gonna be Kyrie or Luka. Who else are you fearing on the offensive end?
All I'm saying
is,
what defensive
I'm just saying he was the bad apple, bro. When he came in the classroom turned up, nigga.
Yeah, I would agree.
But what I'm saying is that's not on him. That's not all on him. I'm not gonna blame that all on him.
I ain't gonna blame it all, but their record did this.
Yeah, but we know why though. They don't play D.
It wasn't just the D. It wasn't just the D, Chris. Because I think it was also because Luka was so used to having that ball in his hand, and he's the player that needs the ball in his hand all the time.
That's fair.
So what's the excuse for Kyrie in New Jersey? I mean, in Brooklyn.
They had a winning record when he left.
Also, he didn't play.
Boy, with booty till KD came.
He didn't play either.
Booty.
And he didn't play. You said like
my dog is.
So you getting the guy that ain't gonna take you to the promised land, and your team gonna go down, and he might not show up.
He's still the best player.
All of those things.
All of those things you said,
and you still grabbed him first.
I'm still taking Kyrie.
No way. You might as well take Kawhi. You might as well take Kawhi, man.
That's what I'm saying. So how is your argument with Kawhi stay strong if Kyrie only plays 50 games a year and your record go from 60% to 40?
First of all, he's played more games than Kawhi has. Let's be real with that.
That's because he wanted to.
One, and then two, he decided he wanted to stand for something. So that's that man's business. Why he didn't play? He only played what? What did he play? 29 games in 2021, 2022. Hey, that ain't. That's what he decided he wanted to do.
So that's what you're gonna tell your locker room. Well, he wanted to stand for something.
Listen,
that's his.
He ain't want to come to work today, y'all.
You asked me who was the best player. You didn't say who was the best for my team. You said who's the best player. If them two both are on the line on free agency, and them two is gonna play, and I had a choice between them two at this point in their career, I'm still going Kyrie because I know Kawhi is gonna get hurt and he ain't gonna play. Period. But if I got a leader on my team, that can play,
Chris Middleton.
Yeah,
facts. Chris Middleton is. I agree. Chris Middleton's a beast. Is he a better player?
I'm arguing you might take Chris Middleton or Fred VanVleet over Kyrie volatile ass.
And that's fair. And that's fair. That's fair. I'm still rolling with the dude who got the talent. I'm going with the dude who got the talent.
Boy, you funny.
Listen. Just so happen, if that nigga get the team back up with LeBron, y'all niggas ain't gonna say none of that shit. And he out there playing, got his mind right.
No,
y'all niggas gonna be looking like,
the only thing that is gonna prove is this nigga can't win unless he with LeBron.
Hey,
that's all that's gonna do.
We can say that.
And I think that's what he don't want to do.
Exactly.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, if I'm going off talent, yeah, I'm going Kyrie. Now, if I'm going like locker room fit and all that other stuff, yeah, it's Chris Middleton. I think it's Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton. Hell, even Draymond to some degree, but he's not gonna give you no offense.
Draymond won $100 million,
and he's probably gonna get it
on the Warriors.
Draymond don't want to be there.
He's probably going to get it
they
from
say
somebody.
They said they're trying to structure a deal up for him. That's what sources have been saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I
think somebody. My thing is, if they drop the $100 million deal, if he don't want to go there, who gonna match it?
Nobody, damn near nobody. He might be able to go back home to Detroit. Detroit might do it.
Only team that would make sense is Boston. but they just got Porzingis, so I don't think it's happening.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting when we going up through this offseason and it's the moves that's gonna be made. More likely than not, how our podcast go. We're gonna make this podcast, say all of this great stuff, and something big gonna happen tomorrow, and we're gonna be like, well, damn. So that's why this is not gonna get edited like it normally does, guys. I'm putting this bitch out straight solo dolo. It's gonna be going straight to the airways as best we can, because next week we are going live. We are going to be live next Tuesday at whenever 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. We're gonna be live. Sean is gonna give his top 25 players of all time. Brianna is definitely anticipating if KD has made it to the top 20. He is not going to let everybody know right now because you're going to have to tune into the live and y'all can, bounce the questions off of us. And like, hey, how y'all got this dude in there and not this dude? So that's what it's going to be.
I got to put them in order from 25 to 1.
Yeah, I wanted an order. You know I wanted an order. And I'm going to have the last. Damn! I'm going to have the last list.
So listen, I'm gonna put the link to the very first video. Dog. It has been our highest rated video, most commented on video, one of our most commented on videos. We will be going live. You watch that old one, watch this one, watch the old one from the link that I'm gonna put down below, and tune in next Tuesday when we go live. Yes. If you follow us, you'll know when we're gonna be live. And
bring your popcorn.
Bring your motherfucking popcorn. Bring your drink. Sit back. Be in the comments.
Subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know when it go down.
The panel's going to be a little bit larger. Brianna's dad's probably going to want to join. A couple other people. Who knows?
You know he covered.
You know how we do.
You know Pop's coming.
We make it a family affair. We about to be arguing up in this business. So and that's just what it's gonna be. I'm gonna still make my own top 25, and we're gonna see if KD is. I am. Oh, I definitely am.
Please. I'm gonna stick. I want to hear from all of my boys. I want to hear from my guys.
Okay. Ain't no problem. But we'll see y'all live and in full effect next week. Till then, deuce, enjoy yourself, wash your ass. We out.
Wow.